What's happening, y'all? What's happening, y'all? What's happening, y'all? It's your man Earl. You know it, day 345 on the calendar. As you can see, Hanukkah begins tonight. So, for those of you who are my uh, Jewish followers, notice I used the word Jewish and not Hebrew. Hanukkah begins. And so, what do y'all say? You all say Happy Hanukkah. Really quickly, Hanukkah is the dedication or the rededication of the temple after the successful revolt, if you will. And we don't want to get into that too deeply, but it was a successful revolt against the nations of Syria, or the Syrians, if you will. And obviously, dates can always be disputed, so we're not going to get into the dates. But the reality of it is it is a celebration of a successful revolt against the pollution from foreign nations, aka Syria, and it's marked by the lighting of the menorah, aka that's why some people call Hanukkah the Festival of Lights, etc. And it's marked by the lighting of the calendars, lighting of the candles, marked by the successive lighting of 8 lights, aka 8 days, etc. So you have all different kinds of things, but the reality of it is it's a official celebration of the rededication of the temple after it was taken back from the foreign nation of Syria. So, that being said, let's get into tonight's subject matter, which is Bible basics. Back to your purpose. All right. Why are we getting back to purpose? Because if you are struggling, or you thought you knew your purpose and 2020 showed you something different, which a lot of people, it has, and it even is currently, it's a good time to take time and figure out what is your purpose. What did the Most High God put you here for? So if you're struggling with that, I'm going to help you. All right. Go to Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. Now, we say all the time, your number one responsibility is to know what truth is, aka what does the Word of God say? What does the Bible say? And then once you understand the Word of God, then your responsibility is to apply it, to apply that truth universally, if you will, across areas of your life. The Bible does not speak to every situation in your life. But what it does do, it gives you principles on how to handle a particular situation. All right? So we find in Daniel chapter 1, verse 8, a situation where Daniel has to purpose himself. And I'm going to read it as follows. But Daniel purposed in his heart not to defile himself by eating the food and the wine given to them by the king. He asked the chief of staff for permission not to eat these unacceptable foods. Thus ends the reading of the Word of God. Daniel purposed in his heart not to defile himself. So I'm talking about purpose now from the Hebrew perspective. The word purpose in Hebrew means what is your goal, what is your target, what is your objective, what is your chief aim, what is your cause of movement or choice or decision. The word purpose comes from the family that means what is your end game. It comes from the same family where it gives you limitations. Also comes from the same word family that gives you something to point, aim at. What is your objective that you are pointing or aka aiming at? Comes from the same family of words that suggest what is your intention or your intent in your behavior. And then you back that in by your design of your intent and the meaning anchored in your spirit. Now that's deep, isn't it? But that's what it means when you purpose. What is your purpose? And a lot of people struggle because they do not take the time to figure out what is their purpose. What did the Most High God put you on earth to do? Okay, what's your purpose? What's your chief aim? What's your chief goal? What's your objective? What is it? As you come to a close in 2020, I would suggest that you may take a look at it. You may have to take a look at what your purpose is or what you thought it was. Because if this pandemic, scamdemic, this lockdown, this worldwide panic caused you to change some things that you thought your purpose was, that was not your purpose in the first place. I'm pausing for a reason. Okay? If financial stress causes you to change your purpose, that wasn't your purpose in the first place. If divorce caused you to change your purpose, wasn't your purpose in the first place. If going bankrupt caused your purpose to change, wasn't your purpose in the first place. Purpose is not contingent upon what happens to you. Purpose is what you have your heart, your mind, your spirit, the very essence of your human being. This is what you're going to do. AKA, what is your purpose? Take the time to find it. You will be well served going into 2021, being assured of your purpose. Okay? When you know what your purpose is, you don't worry. You just do. That one's for free. If you know what your purpose is, you don't worry. You just do. Because you know you're doing what the Most High God put you on earth to do, and He'll take care of the rest. It's your man Earl, day 345. Happy Hanukkah. Back to the basics. What is your purpose? Reference Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. Daniel purposed in himself. Daniel purposed in his heart not to defile himself. That was his goal. That was his objective. That was his chief aim. God bless you. God keep you. Catch you tomorrow. Peace.